And then we can do the role play thing with the safe word banana, or raising your hand when they want to stop,
Right.
and then switch it and have them be the seller, and you be the agent.
Okay.
I can't hear Tara though. Oh no, I can. Okay.
Tara, can you
There you go, now, sorry.
do you hear anything on B Street quickly?
I tried calling her last night. She was at her school. Said she would call me after work, but I didn't get back from her. So I'm gonna try her this morning.
Okay.
Guess we really got, Mr. Turdy and I really got caught up in that little convo.
Wow.
No Vicky.
No.
We're missing one Vicky. Tara, do you know where Vicky is this morning?
I have no idea. Wasn't my turn to watch her.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
All right, we ready? We got another one.
Okay.
That is good.
Yeah, so Tara, so we're gonna do a scenario,
Nice.
and then we're gonna do role play with the safe word of banana and raising your hand. So you can
It's
like,
and or.
the safe word is and or.
Yeah, it's banana or you can raise your hand.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't have to
correct.
do both.
Correct. Although banana
Is most effective.
it was the most clear to us that you do not want to continue.
So the scenario, okay. This is from last week. This guy I met with out in PG County had a house that he had bought like 30 years ago, rented it out for a long time, and then for like 20 years, and then had started renovating it 10 years ago and was like still renovating it somehow. But he was doing the work himself and seemed to sort of know things, but it's always hard to tell. And it was a Cape Cod. He had like pretty much gutted it. He had like a tarp over where the roof was. Like he was trying to make it into a colonial. He wants to sell it, and he had tried to sell it like earlier in the year and I think last year and whatever. So this is one of like he said like 9 properties that he owns, and he wanted 180,000 for it, and he was kind of like a know-it-all, like, you know, said he had a lot of properties, said he knows a lot about construction.
Right.
This is how you would make money. This is how you could make $100,000. Blah 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 blah.
It wasn't Johnny O'Dickens, was it?
It was Johnny O'Dickens.
It was Johnny O'Dickens?
Yeah.
I bought a house from him.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was William Mayhew. Is that a rumor?
Yeah, Johnny O'Dickens, yeah.
No.
I have 2 meetings with Johnny O'Dickens
Okay.
when he bought his house.
Johnny O.
William Mayhew, but he goes by Scott. And he wanted 179 for it. Our offer was like 100 for cash, and so then wholesale, I don't know, maybe like 125. So we're like way off. He had,
Sparky, why don't you pay attention to?
I am. Just saying. I wasn't. I'm sorry.
so and he, you know, he's met with other investors,
Okay.
and he wants a cash offer. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So like. Met with him. That's the situation. He was kind of a, it was nice enough, but he was kind of a prick, and he was kind of not that open to, sort of a no. So
Yeah.
that's the deal.
Did he meet with other investors, did you say too?
He did.
Were you able to get any information from him about what their offers were?
Yep. He had some clown that was like circling around saying he would give him like 172, but he didn't have it in writing, and that wasn't an investor. I doubt that happened.
Right.
And they like met with Express.
Sounds like a joke.
And they gave him like, he wouldn't tell me what it was, but he gave him like an offer that was like, around where we were,
Okay.
like 120 or something. And
Uh-huh.
he said he'd met with, because he had it on, tried to sell it for a couple of years. He had talked to like lots of people over the
Okay.
course of that time, and he had sold two vacant lots in PG County for $150,000 each. So he was like, I know that it's worth that, at least that much. Like, I know it's worth.
Where in PG County were the vacant lots? It seems like an incredibly high price.
I have it in the notes. I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, I would have like asked him that or whatever.
Yeah.
You probably did, and just
Yeah.
point out if it's a nicer area or whatever.
Yeah, he was like,
I'd been like, well, that's like Upper Marlboro. You're in like Capitol Heights. It's like a totally different
yeah.
kind of like thing. What's the tax value of your land?
We talked about it. I can't remember. I don't remember off the top
Yeah, I
of my
would
head.
have liked. I probably would have just brought that up too. The tax value of his land, and like, I mean, like the county says your land is worth like 80 grand, or whatever they said.
Okay.
I don't know, just for that particular thing.
There's a bug.
I had one too. I sent it over your way.
And so where did he like? So like, what number if I give it to you, will you be like, yeah, like, great,
Well, he wouldn't
Well,
come down
sign
from
up, man.
179,
179?
and then late, like the next day over text, it was 164.
Right.
What did he tell you to do with the offer?
Oh, he told me to shove the offer in my ass.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Which offer?
The one that I made up there,
How much was that for?
110.
And he said to shove it up your ass.
Yeah.
Did you still write it up? Did you write it up or just verbal?
Yeah, I guess so.
Did he took it and just said shut up your ass? Okay.
Did he give it back to you?
No, he threw it on the ground.
He threw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Did he take it with him or just threw it on the ground?
He threw it on the ground.
Did you try to shit on it?
He
I
told
was
me,
about to say, did he shove it first and then put it on the ground again?
he's like, you know, you can stick this offer in your ass. I was like,
That wouldn't be very comfortable.
like that doesn't sound. I hadn't thought of that.
Well, what would be the lowest offer that I wouldn't have to stick up my ass?
179.
So if it's anything under 179, I have to stick it on my ass? Is that basically where we are? Okay. So like if I said 175,
Stick it right in your ass.
it'd be up.
Yeah.
It'd be up. Okay. All right. Okay, I just want to know where we'd have to be. I probably would actually have done that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I was like that, and hadn't considered it, but it doesn't sound constructive. Then he started laughing. He was like, it was like he kind of like felt like kind of a big like.
You should have.
And what's his motivation for selling? Like, it sounds like he's obviously not very motivated because he's not realistic with his prices.
He claims he's like a limo driver and has other properties and like
His
once
other properties.
goes to the beach a lot. He doesn't have time and blah blah blah.
Okay.
For the money.
And how long has the property been like in the state of
10 years.
half renovation?
10
Okay.
years.
Wow.
And like, how long has he been meeting with investors for?
Seems like around 2 years.
Okay. Yes, this
Are
is,
his
you know, so
parents
obviously it's the
current?
profile of someone who's like, unless there's some like true,
Right.
like real thing happening now, like
Yeah.
it's been foreclosed on or something or whatever.
Yeah. He owns it outright.
He doesn't have any mortgage on it? Okay.
Does he owe taxes?
No, he said he didn't know it. Oh, tax. He said there's nothing.
Taxes probably aren't that much on it, 2 or 3,000.
Yes, I mean, he's not motivated enough to really be serious. Like, I probably would have done what you did and just offered 10K under whatever our wholesale, likely wholesale price is, which is probably like 110.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
How much
That's
would
it.
it need to bring it up to retail?
How much work? I don't know. 75 grand.
Jeez.
And you know what? Why doesn't he just list it?
He had somebody that listed it for him without his consent or something. He's like
Sounds
at like
about right.
210, but obviously it didn't sell. So he was like at 212, then 210, then 200, then 179, then 164.
Right.
Over the course of like 2 years.
What was the lowest price it was listed for?
I think 210.
210.
And that was a while ago.
Okay. So like, you know, if you
I
get
was
210,
like,
like, you would have netted.
why do you think nobody has bought it?
Uh-huh.
You know, why do you think that? And he's like,
What do you think it's worth fixed up?
400 something.
Which is not true, right?
No.
Right. And you showed him comps and shit.
Yeah,
and he
it's like,
didn't-
how did you get that number? And he's like, well, there's no colonial. He's like one of these guys.
Did you show him, like, you know, you went through the...
Yeah.
What did he say about the comps? Like, when he was like...
He was like,
let's
you
look,
know-
this one sold for 300 and it was like
You know,
renovated.
he's like one of these guys that like was like sort of half paying attention, like too busy like being right. You know, he's kind of like, I don't know, but like, you know, like I know that there aren't
Right.
colonials here. Like, you know, I don't know what that is. When that, you know.
Right.
His house is a
Well, like,
reception.
I'm just going to tell you, and so... And then, like, if he got 210, like, after closing costs, I would have, you know, I would have just told him, you might have done that too, like, what he would have netted with an agent, right? And like, what would, it would have been like 180 or something, wouldn't it? 185?
No.
190?
Like 210, it's like,
8% of that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
16 grand.
yeah, I was gonna do the 5%.
That was you do
So,
5%.
It would have been like mid 190s.
Okay. All right, so that's more. So he's taking a little bit of discount for an investor, although it didn't sell.
Right.
I probably, yeah, I would have probably leveled with him too and been like, whatever style of house this is, like, this is what any investor is going to think that it sells for renovated, which is like what these 5 other houses have sold for renovated. That's 300.
I was like, yeah.
I mean, that wouldn't have done anything. But I just would have, and I would have said, it's going to take 75 grand to renovate this thing. So 300 less 75, less the closing costs.
When he told me 179, I told him he could stick that in his ass. He was like,
But yeah, but it sounds like he's just not motivated enough to be realistic.
yeah. And then he said, when I texted him, he was like, I'm not accepting offers below 164. He's like, I sold the other properties I told you for 150, so no thanks to your offer! Exclamation point.
Did you reply with like, I would just reply with what our highest offer would be?
I told him.
Okay.
I replied and I was like, okay, cool. This is where we are at. This is
Yeah.
our highest offer.
Okay. Yeah. And what do you say to that?
Fine.
Okay. Yeah, so just, and so Andrew calls him and
Andrew likes him a lot.
Andrew calls him in 2 weeks or whatever and just says, this is our offer, just curious if you consider it.
Andrew hates him.
And then, when he calls him, would you consider that? And then if not, what's the least you would take? And see if his number keeps going down. Maybe it just
Right.
keeps going down over the next months. So yeah.
Okay. All right, so we sort of talked through that hypo rather than do the role play.
Well, we're doing the situation first for.
Oh, this is the situation part, right?
Right.
Okay.
Tara, is this what you're looking for?
Yeah, but what do you think? I mean, what's going to happen from this point? Just staying in touch with them? I mean,
Yeah.
I know you're not going to win them all, but
Well, Andrew's gonna, yeah. If it was your lead, you would, give him a call and, like John said, in like 2 weeks, be like, hey, this was our highest offer. Where are you? Are you still, something you would take? Okay, what's the lowest that you would take now?
right?
Just like John said.
And just see if his number keeps going down or whatever.
Until they buy or die, right?
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
Well, it would be sell.
But, yeah.
Well, they would sell, but we would buy.
Right.
Um,
So does that give you an idea, Tara, about that one went?
Yeah.
All right. And it's good for you guys to hear it too.
yeah, and he was not very nice to Muffy on the phone as well.
He was rude.
He was rude to Muffy. Told me to stick the offer in my ass. So he was cool.
Yeah, he sounds nice.
He
So I guess the role play now, and maybe we can. I mean, do you know enough, Casey, where you can do any role play? Have you been looking at the script?
Oh my God.
Come on, wing it, Casey.
No, I'm not
All right. Well,
ready.
for the next time, look at the script, and
Plus,
maybe we'll have
she
you
went
role
on
play.
this meeting that we talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
She was there for that meeting.
Yeah, you saw the big man in action, so I mean, you should know.
Remember, he said he was talking about the plus and minuses. Said that was a plus.
Oh.
What was not a plus is making me wait. But we're past it.
Oh, we're past that now.
All right. So next time, Sparky will role play. So why don't we have?
Wait, why? What?
That's not really.
Andrew doesn't role play.
This isn't a discussion.
Andrew has other things to do.
Andrew's busy.
Oh my God.
All right. So Tara, why don't we?
Are we doing that scenario or
How about
different?
Terry?
I mean,
Throwing you
Terry's
under
been
the bus.
doing it. I mean, I don't know. We can, but Terry's been doing it a long time, and like, I don't think there's as much value in that. But I mean, it's up to you if you want to or not. If not, we can do something.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, because Terry's been doing it a long time. She's not a new agent.
All right, so
Remember, Tara, banana. I feel like the hand's about to go up right now.
That's what I'm gonna do
Before she
next week.
starts.
Like I said, we don't have to do this. We can just end it now at the scenario. if you want, and then we'll just go. Everyone just goes does some work. We don't have to do this. It's for your benefit. It's not for us to be like punitive against you. So it's up to you.
Yeah, gotcha.
So
I feel-
banana, or do you want to do it?
I feel like I got it.
All right. So you want to role play that scenario?
Dude, what? Yeah, do you want to do it or not?
Not really.
You do not want to do it.
No.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So why don't we just end it?
Okay.
There's no one else here.
That's fine with me.
All right. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I feel like I got it. I really do.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough. Okay, so I told everybody about that we're affiliating in another brokerage as well in the listing presentation.
Didn't know about that.
It's really gonna have a big impact on you.
I know. That's why I would like to know.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm glad that Casey now knows as well.
Casey was being extraordinarily flirtatious with the seller.
And that doesn't surprise me.
It was
Was it unprofessional?
unprofessional. It was borderline lewd.
What happened on that picture of her that you took?
I almost threw up down there. That was
She almost
disgusting.
threw up because there was a lot of
I even told him, I was like, I'm gonna be sick.
You need to go to Paco's house and then you can throw up.
It just smelled like straight litter down there.
Like revenge throw up. Revenge throw up.
Yeah, exactly. 4 times, do it. 4
Yeah,
times.
you should do a revenge throw up. I wish I could pocket those. On its exercise.
When I see those gnats above that trash can, like
Yeah, it is.
thousands of gnats.
It's disgusting.
It is gross.
It really is bad.
Okay, all right, that's it. The shortest ever training. So